The last years have been filled with unbearable suffering, and the discourse has become so polarized and loud, especially online. And I wished for a space where one can just be sad, alone and together. And that's where the idea for the space of mourning came, to allow a space just to be sad. The many examples in nature, and I think it's quite obvious that through pain and suffering, beautiful creatures are created. If we allow ourselves to feel pain, to be hurt, not to a point that it's unbearable, but to stay in that moment, in those places, then I think a transformation can start to happen. The objects are melted with immense heat, and the action itself is actually quite violent. Being in the workshop, as we were doing this, you could feel the tension inside the aquarium. And it was an immense action of violence. It felt like an eruption, like a volcano. It's not just a formalistic transformation between destruction and reforming something beautiful. It's mostly an emotional transformation. Through pain, through allowing oneself to feel, something new can be redefined and formed. The line between horror and beauty is often difficult to draw. I remember receiving the flowers in the post in these little grey paper boxes, and then opening them up and discovering these delicate, very beautiful little flowers made out of paper and wax. And it was a very mixed feeling because on the one hand, they really draw you in and they have this inner beauty to them. They're made with so much intention and detail and care. But I also knew where they come from and what they actually mean and what they were used for. My girlfriend at the time said to me, "You're not allowed to open them at home, only in the studio," because she didn't want to have these objects at home. And there was also this kind of tension between having something so beautiful in your hand, but also knowing that something really different and quite horrible stands behind it. So I think this tension between what seems to be very beautiful and naive, but actually holding a very different political background, is something that came on quite early in my life. Why do you feel safe or unsafe? The work I'm Not Safe was first created in 2021 for an exhibition in Berlin. That was during COVID. The question, am I safe, seems quite trivial, but actually it's a complex question to answer, especially in our political and social realm. The work I Am Not Safe actually is asking you, am I safe?